Hi there, Homespun friends. It is Sherry, and it's wonderful to see you today. It's been a while since I've been able to come to you, and wow, I really miss you. And as you know, I told you back a while ago that whenever I had the opportunity to pop in and film a video for you, I would, even though it might be sort of sporadic sometimes at this stage in my life. And I have not spoken to you in several months, and I have been trying to get in here to give you an update on how things are going in my life. And I definitely want to hear from you and learn about things that are going on in your life. My daughter Natalie had her baby on February the 20th. I know we had talked about that coming up, and so she had her baby. Everything went well. About a week and a half after she had the baby, though, she started developing pain in her legs, in one of her legs. She just had terrible, terrible pain, and she went to the ER one night, and they did some type of ultrasound on it, and they didn't see anything wrong in there. And so they sent her on home. But a few days later, she was just, I mean, she was in excruciating pain. And she's like, Mom, I know something is wrong because I can't even put pressure on this leg. So we went back to the ER again that night, and they did another ultrasound, and they found two blood clots in her legs. And Natalie had had some predisposing factors that might have caused these blood clots. One is she had gestational diabetes, which is something that all of us found shocking, because she just doesn't really fit into the mold of somebody who would have that. She had, the pregnancy hormones going on, and then she also had a C-section. So all of those things together kind of created the perfect storm, and she had these blood clots, and she was very apprehensive about them. They immediately put her on different shots and blood thinners, trying to hopefully let the body dissolve those clots so that they don't move anywhere. The danger is in having clots that move and get into the lungs some way and can cause immediate danger to your life. So she just had a lot of struggles in that, just trying to be able to manage her emotions and her anxiety, facing this every day with four small children. One of the good things was that she had wonderful doctors, and she also had a wonderful husband. She has a wonderful husband, but he has been able to be home with her all this time. He is a bank manager, and they allowed him to take 4 months of paternity leave paid. So that is just phenomenal for her. And so he was there to help with the children when she had to go in for her visits. And I would try to go with her to some of these. Sometimes we would flip flop, and I would try to stay with the children and let him go in with her. And the happy news is that Natalie's clots are gone. I mean, this just happened in record time. It very rarely happens like this, but the clots are already dissolved. They're no longer there. Her hematologist just said, I want to do one more scan and get a look at exactly where these clots are. And when he did, they were already gone. And it was such an amazing thing. Really a miracle. And so we give praise to God because of all the prayers that were raised on Natalie's behalf. But she is going to have to be on blood thinner for several more months. And she does see her hematologist about every week to 2 weeks to let them check her blood levels, just to make sure that that blood thinner is working, to allow her hormones from pregnancy to totally kind of die down. And that kind of allows her a period of time to recover from all the things that she's been through. And hopefully that'll give her peace of mind, and also no clots will really form during that time because of the blood thinner. So this has just been something that has been ongoing since the baby came in February. But she is absolutely adorable. I didn't bring my phone in here with me, I don't think, or I would show you a picture of her. She has lots of dark hair, and she's got bright, bright blue eyes. I will try to get my phone in here next time that I do a video and show you guys a picture of that sweet little Bristol. They named her Bristol, and she's just adorable. And so that's been going on. Also, my other daughter has been in real estate classes. She and her husband own their own investment business, and to expand that business, she decided that she was going to become a realtor. And she just completed her course. She has four children also, and so she was driving an hour to take classes near the city, and then coming back home late at night and exhausted. And she completed all the coursework, took that really hard exam, and passed. And so we are rejoicing in that. Now she has to take this national exam, and once she finishes that, she will be a real estate broker, and we are so excited. And so she takes that this coming Friday. If you could remember to lift Kelly up in your prayers, because she would really love to make this achievement in her life a reality. And so I'm going to ride down with her. She has to drive a couple hours away to take the exam, It's a 4-hour exam, so it's a long one and it's kind of difficult. So thank you for your prayers for Kelly. And so all of these things have been going on in my life during this time, and maybe that'll give you some idea why it's been so tough for me to be able to come in and check in with you. But I would just like to hear from you guys and how you're doing. Have any of you ever had blood clots? Have you known someone who's had them? And Natalie's only, well, she was only 27. She turned 28 in this period of time where she developed these blood clots. And that seems awfully young, but really age has nothing to do with it. I think it's more or less circumstances that are going on within your body that caused this to happen. How was the result for you if you experienced blood clots? And have any of you ever taken the real estate license test? I would be curious to know if you have, and how that played out for you, because it's a really hard test, and I've learned a lot about how difficult it is, and I have a lot of admiration now for realtors all over the United States, because it's really difficult to become one. Now, during the middle of all this, I've had some fun times too. One day when we had had a really long week, my husband called me and he said, I want you to come over to town here at the church, and I want to take you to lunch. And I said, oh, that sounds wonderful. So we went to a restaurant that we don't really get to go to very much anymore, because I'm so rarely there on the days when it's a good time to go. And when I went into this restaurant in town, they had jewelry up on the counter just lined up for sale. And so I walked over a little closer to examine this jewelry and was shocked to find the prices of it. They were so inexpensive. I could not believe it. So I wanted to share with you, as I end the video for today, what I got at this restaurant when I went in there to have lunch with my husband. This has been a couple weeks ago. And this is snap jewelry. And, I have shown you before in a previous video a snowman necklace that I had ordered off Amazon. And it had a snap in the middle of it. And I think I had gotten a couple of different snowflakes and things to put in. I think I had also shared maybe a bracelet that I had picked up, like a black leather bracelet that you could use snap jewelry. And so this is one of those, a continuation of that. This is snap jewelry. It's not the name brand. It is a generic brand, which allows them to charge you a lot less for it. So this is one of the bracelets that I bought. I'm going to take the snap off of it first. It looks like this. Isn't that beautiful? And I'll tell you what I love about this bracelet. Well, I love that it's gold, because I do tend to wear gold a good bit. But I love the way that it hooks. When you have one of those claw clasp and you're trying to get that thing like this one, and you're trying to get that on by yourself, it is so challenging to do. But when you have something like this that the little post just slides through, you can do that with one hand, and it just makes it so easy. This bracelet was $2. The bracelet was only $2. All the bracelets and the necklaces were $2. They also had snap earrings, a set of earrings that kind of dangle down. They were $2. Amazing to me that you could sell this for that price. They had sold out of quite a bit of their necklaces that were silver, and they had sold out of some of their silver bracelets, but they had a few, but they were getting a shipment in the next day or two, and I haven't been back since then, but I want to go. But she told me, she said, we just sell this stuff like crazy, because it's not only great for you to buy for yourself, but for like gifts. And this was leading up to Mother's Day, and a lot of people were coming in to buy trinkets, to give their mothers for Mother's Day. Now, I know some people love only really nice jewelry, and that's great, but most of the time I just like costume jewelry. It's affordable. We're a single income family, and so I just kind of enjoy being able to switch my jewelry out. In order to do that, I just need to pay a very reasonable price for it, and you can't really beat $2. Now, this is one of the snaps that came that they had that was there. Isn't that beautiful? The snaps were only $1. They were only $1. So this whole set was $3, and I'll show you what that looks like on. Isn't that beautiful? It absolutely is so pretty when you wear it, and I really love that. And I'll show you some of the other snaps now, and I'll also show you another bracelet I got, because as I was standing there, I was thinking, wow, this is the way to go right here. I mean, it's so reasonably priced. Now, here is one of the bracelets that I got. It's kind of almost like a copper or brass, and it has a magnetic closure, so that it closes even almost more easily than the other one. And I really like it. I'll put it on so that you can see it, and it's so pretty. And this is one of the snaps that I bought. I have a lot of things that are in this color. It's kind of a cross between a teal. I was going to try to get it so you could see it, and an aqua blue, I guess, or something like that. And so I really, really love this particular snap, and I thought that was beautiful. $1. All of the snaps were $1. Let me show you some of the other snaps that I got, and they put them in these little bags for you. Um, I got I got this red one. I have well, I was going to try. I need to turn it towards the camera. I have a lot of things that are red. I was thinking too of like over the summer, you have a lot of holidays like July the 4th and patriotic events, Labor Day, Memorial Day. A lot of red, white, and blues worn during the summer months, and then also at Christmas time, and Valentine's Day, you have a lot of opportunities to wear the red. Let me show you what that looks like. Now this is silver on a gold bracelet, but you can get an idea what that looks like. Really, let me turn it. Really pretty there. I want to go back and get me a silver bracelet because I think I would enjoy it. But all of these snaps are perfectly interchangeable. Here's one that I also have another snap necklace that I can wear these in. This is a Carolina Panthers snap. Living near the Charlotte area, we love to support the Panthers, so I got one of those. Here is one that's got more like a white color that you could wear with a lot of things. Once I get me a silvery bracelet, I think that one would be really, really pretty there. And they really just shine. These snaps are amazing. Here I got one with my initial on it, the S. I really like it. And see, they just snap right off. They just pop right off like buttons almost. And then for my son who served in the Air Force and is a disabled veteran, I got this. And it says on it, I don't know if you can read that because the light's shining in a particular way, but it says Air Force on it right there. And it's got the shiny little sequins in there that are red, white, and blue. I thought that one would be kind of cool to wear, for July the 4th time too, summertime. And for other events that we have, Veterans Day and things like that. And then let me continue to show you. I dropped one of my little snaps on you. I got a musical note because another thing that I started doing in February, right before a few weeks before the baby came, I started singing with the choral society in my county, and I have enjoyed that so much. And we meet once a week and practice for 2 or 3 hours. And then in May, we do a couple of concerts the first week in May, and then we pause for the summer and take a break, and we meet back the first Tuesday after Labor Day in September, and we practice all through the fall months. And at the end of November, we do a concert that's primarily Christmas music. And so I really had a great time. I did this about 16 years ago. I sang with the Choral Society, and then my life got super busy when my children were, they were all playing sports and in school, and so I just put it on pause. But going back this time has been wonderful because it's just given me a great outlet and something I'm excited about. So I just encourage you ladies, if you are someone who has often thought about, man, I would really like to have the opportunity to, to do something outside of my comfort zone, something I wouldn't normally do. Try something new. Go ahead and step out on faith and do that because it has really been great for me. Now I'll show you this particular. This is a copper cross with some rhinestones on it, and it actually looks really beautiful with this particular bracelet. Let me see, do I have that on there straight? I can't tell, but let me put it on for you. It might be easier to do that. And it's a cross, and it has the little rhinestones on there, and with all the shininess, it's very hard to tell what that is, but it's a beautiful bracelet. And I thought if I got away from it maybe a little bit, you might could see it there. And I love that one. Let's see what other ones that I have. I got a couple more, and I just thoroughly enjoyed the day that there's this one. Let you see it. Isn't that pretty? It's got the purples and the kind of like the blues and some greens. It's really, really pretty. Put that one on so you might can see that one. And I have really enjoyed this for the price that I paid. I got a whole lot of jewelry and just can mix and match it up. And when I go back again, and if I get more, I'll be sure to come and share it with you. What kind of great deals have you gotten lately, ladies? Have you found a dress maybe at Goodwill, or maybe you've been to a yard sale because those get really popular in the springtime, I know. And, it's just so exciting when you find a deal, something that you don't have to pay a lot for it, but you feel like you get a lot of value and enjoyment out of it. And I always love to hear other ladies tell about the deals that they get, and it inspires me. I'm not always obsessed with having things, but once in a while it's nice to get things, and when I get them, I would like to get them at a good price, and I know many of you are just like me. So it's been great to spend some time with you today, friends, to talk to you and share with you. I want to come back right away and do another video. I was recently given a couple of can openers, and they are amazing, and so I want to show you how they work and give you the opportunity to follow the link if you want to look at having one for yourselves. I will be back in the near future with a video on these particular can openers that are awesome. Friends, thank you so much for spending time with me, and like always, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.